It began as an ordinary morning for fans scrolling through social media, but within minutes, the entire internet was flooded with tears, shock, and overwhelming emotion. Dylan Wang, known for his charm, intensity, and quiet nature, did something no one saw coming. He posted a message that wasn't just heartfelt, it was deeply personal. A message for Shinyu. And not just any message, an anniversary message that sent the fandom into an emotional spiral. Before we dive into the details of Dylan's emotional post and the truth behind this heartfelt moment, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another touching update about Dylan and Shinyu's story, because what he wrote this time left even the coldest hearts trembling. It all started when Dylan's official account suddenly posted a new photo, a simple, elegant picture of the night sky filled with stars. There was no caption at first, just the photo and a small heart emoji. Within minutes, fans began speculating what it could mean. Some thought it was just a random artistic post. Others said it was a teaser for an upcoming project. But then, a few moments later, Dylan edited the post. And that's when everything changed. The updated caption read, "It's been 7 years since we met. No matter how far life takes us, some memories never fade. Thank you, for every laugh, every fight, every scene, and every silent understanding. You'll always be a special chapter in my story." The internet froze. Within seconds, fans connected the dots. 7 years since they first met meant Meteor Garden. 7 years since the moment Dylan Wang and Shinyu became a part of each other's lives through the drama that changed both their destinies. The comments section exploded instantly. Fans wrote things like, "I'm crying, he really remembered the date, and this sounds like he's talking directly to Shinyu." Others posted screenshots of old behind-the-scenes clips from their debut drama, reminding everyone just how far they had come. The photo began spreading like wildfire across every platform. On Weibo, the post received millions of likes in less than an hour. On Instagram, fan pages began translating his message into multiple languages. 7 years suddenly became the most talked about phrase of the day. But what truly broke the internet was what Dylan posted next. A few hours later, he added to his story a short clip, a compilation of moments from Meteor Garden, edited together with quiet piano music. The clip ended with a still frame of Dylan and Shinyu looking at each other from one of their most iconic scenes. And below it, he wrote, "Some connections never disappear, even after the cameras stop." That single sentence shattered hearts around the world. Fans began posting emotional reactions online, saying they hadn't cried this much since the drama first aired. One fan wrote, "He didn't just post for nostalgia. That was love, pure and simple." Another added, "He remembers everything. The way he wrote that message, it's like he's talking to her directly." But that wasn't the end of it. A few hours later, Shinyu's account suddenly came alive too. She posted a single picture, an old behind-the-scenes photo of her and Dylan laughing uncontrollably between takes. The caption read simply, "7 years, and still grateful." That's all it took for fans to lose control. People began connecting her response to his message. It wasn't a coincidence, it was a conversation between two souls who had shared something unforgettable. The post went viral instantly, with millions of shares and comments. One fan said, "They didn't tag each other, but everyone knows who it's for." Another wrote, "This is the most beautiful silent love letter in history." It wasn't just fans who noticed. Entertainment journalists began reporting on it, calling it one of the most emotional exchanges between two celebrities in recent memory. Headlines flooded social media feeds. Dylan Wang's emotional post for Shinyu melts fans worldwide. 7 years later, Dylan still remembers Shinyu, and a post that feels like a love confession. Even other actors chimed in. One of their former co-stars from Meteor Garden commented under Dylan's post with a heart emoji and the words, "Time flies, but some bonds last forever." Another industry insider shared an old photo of the two and wrote, "Some partnerships are written in the stars." As fans revisited their memories of the pair, countless old videos and interviews resurfaced. People replayed the way Dylan used to look at Shinyu during press conferences, how he always seemed protective of her, and how they shared inside jokes that no one else understood. Every moment now felt like a piece of a story that was still quietly unfolding. But what made Dylan's post truly special wasn't just the nostalgia, it was the vulnerability behind it. Dylan Wang isn't known for expressing personal emotions online. He's often guarded, professional, and reserved about his private life. For him to post something so heartfelt, so openly tied to his history with Shinyu, showed a side of him fans rarely get to see. In one interview years ago, Dylan once said, "Some people you meet change you forever, even if you don't talk every day." Fans have now revisited that clip, convinced he was speaking about Shinyu even back then. Online communities began collecting every time Dylan had ever mentioned her name in public. Even after all the chaos, Dylan didn't delete or edit his post again. He left it exactly as it was, untouched, almost as if he wanted it to speak for itself. That silence made it even more profound. It wasn't about fan service, nor was it about headlines. It was about honesty, an honest moment from someone who rarely lets the world see his heart. As the day turned into night, fans began sharing personal reflections about how much Dylan and Shinyu's bond had meant to them over the years. Some wrote about how Meteor Garden helped them through hard times, how watching the two of them together brought hope and comfort. Others said their story reminded them that true connections last, no matter the distance or time. The fandom that had once celebrated them as characters was now celebrating them as real people, two individuals who had grown, matured, and still held a quiet respect for each other. And perhaps that's what made it so powerful. It wasn't just nostalgia, it was real emotion. It was Dylan acknowledging not just the past, but everything that came with it, the memories, the laughter, the challenges, and the gratitude. Whether or not they're still close, or whether this was simply a sentimental tribute, it didn't matter. Because in that moment, the world saw something pure, something that felt like closure and renewal all at once. When asked later by the media if the post was indeed about Shinyu, Dylan's team simply said, "It was a message of gratitude from the heart. The rest, we leave for the fans to interpret." And that was enough. To this day, fans still revisit that post every year, marking the date as a reminder of how one small message can bring millions together in emotion. It's not often that a single caption makes the entire world pause, but when Dylan Wang wrote from the heart, he didn't just write for Shinyu. He wrote for every fan who believed in their story. Because some connections, as Dylan himself said, never disappear. They simply grow quieter, deeper, and more meaningful over time. So as we watch this beautiful story unfold year after year, through silence, through smiles, through little gestures that mean everything, one thing remains clear: Dylan Wang and Shinyu's bond continues to touch lives long after the camera stopped rolling. And who knows? Maybe one day, the words that made fans cry will become the beginning of a new chapter between two souls who were always destined to find their way back to each other. Until then, their story lives on, in their memories, in their posts, and in the hearts of every fan who still believes that some stories never really end. And if you don't want to miss the next emotional twist in this beautiful real-life story between Dylan Wang and Shinyu, make sure to hit that subscribe button now, because with these two, every post feels like a love letter written straight to the fans.